Hey, movie lovers, this is Kyle, host and producer of the Movie Wars podcast. We're not just a movie review podcast. There's plenty of those. On Movie Wars, a panel of stand-up comedians blends humor with deep film analysis using their unique war card system to grade movies across key categories. Each episode delivers thoughtful insights and spirited debate, offering a fresh comedic take on film analysis. New episodes drop every Thursday on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. Deeply researched, gut-wrenchingly funny, you'll love Movie Wars.
Movie Wars.
I'm Bo Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
And I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And this is Collateral Cinema.
Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We are podcasting from somewhere in South Texas. And yes, my friends, we are a 420 friendly podcast, so smoke it if you got it.
Ooh, yeah.
How's everybody doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing well. And how about you, Ash?
Well, you, Ash, we just got back from Houston, right?
Yeah, we were hanging out in Houston together, you and me. You stayed out with me for a few weeks, and it was a good time, man. I don't know that we really got much recorded while we were together. We did do a Let's Play at least. But yeah, I'm back visiting, of course. So, you know, this is another episode we get to do under one roof together. And yeah, man, I know that lately we've been a little bit behind on our content, haven't been putting out as much consistently, but you know, honestly, everybody kind of needs a mental health break, and we'll get back on track. And hopefully by the time this is out, we've kind of already started pushing content out semi-regularly. So
there we go.
Yeah, I mean, and another big reason is, I mean, we also kind of had a loss in the family here in the Collateral Cinema family, and that's
very
of course
true.
One of the original pioneers of this podcast, who was on the pilot episode, and of course that's Joseph Cantu, our good friend. He passed away recently.
Oh man,
it was a shock. So yeah, we had to kind of take a little bit of time to process it. But
yeah,
rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, my man.
Man, he was always good to me, man.
He really was. Yeah.
I think that happened at least a couple of weeks ago for us, and I don't think we've recorded an episode since.
No, this is the first time. Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, Joe, man, this episode is dedicated to you, brother, and I didn't know him as well as you guys did, but I did know him. I did hang out with him. I have listened to the episodes, you know, and he's one of the founding members of Collateral Cinema, so that's a pretty big fucking deal for us, you know?
Seriously, yeah.
He opened the door for me and you, or paved the way.
Yeah, he helped to pave the way, exactly.
Trailblazer. Yeah. He was the trailblazer.
Yes, definitely.
I was proud to, you know, have considered him a friend of mine, someone who is just a really cool, all-around awesome guy. I love listening to his voice on the podcast. I mean, we were listened to the pilot episode Audition, and you know, like he just kind of had a vibe about him, man.
Yeah, he did,
man, and so young.
Yep.
Somebody that you wouldn't want on your bad side, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Well, I believe they still have a Kickstarter or fundraiser. GoFundMe. I don't think they've reached their goal yet, so we can. We'll put that in the show notes.
Yes, definitely. Yes, please donate to his funeral fund, help his family out. I mean, I've known his family for many years, and yeah, this came as a shock to me. So, I mean, if any of them are listening, you have the condolences of everyone here at Collateral Cinema. Is like he will definitely be missed.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember seeing that, you know, just pop up on Facebook, and Robert and I, we were together in Houston, and we saw that, and we were like, oh shit, does Bo know? Or actually, I needed to know more to see if, you know, how legit this was.
Yeah.
The first thing we did was call you, Bo.
Yeah.
You know how meth heads talk at this in this city, so you know. I had to find some way, and you know, we managed to find some more information, and you hadn't even, I mean, you knew he was in an accident, but
Yeah, that's all we knew. But
I didn't know he died. Like,
but yeah, this episode is dedicated to his memory. It's like, yes. But I mean, I think that I guess this is kind of a fitting episode to dedicate to him because he loved cars as well. Mm-hmm. And this episode, it's the California Kid, right, Robert?
Yeah, you know me from my car fetish too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Probably one of the biggest car enthusiasts you'll ever meet.
Yes, and it's usually a annual tradition for you to bring at least one of these types of movies to the podcast. And I mean, you've never failed to bring really exciting car movies here.
And another obscure television movie. I mean, I know we did Born to Run some time ago. I really like talking about these kinds of movies, guys, because I mean, you know, it's a chance to have our listeners, you know, be exposed to these kind of things and learn about them. And I think it's really interesting territory for us to cross. And, you know, maybe these types of episodes may not get as many listens as you know, the more popular ones, but I have a lot of fun doing them. And this was a blast, man. I really like this movie. I've seen it at least a couple times now with you guys. Funny enough, this movie almost has the same plot as The Wraith, doesn't it?
Practically. I mean, when you really get into it, it's pretty much a revenge movie when you really boil it down to it. And it comes down to the main character, Martin Sheen, losing his brother to a car accident that's propagated by this sheriff, Roy, in this speed trap of a town.
And the Wraith was Charlie Sheen avenging his younger brother's death.
Exactly.
On the road as well.
Exactly. And avenging his death as well.
Same damn thing, yeah.
Isn't that weird, huh?
With the love interest, of course, we need that.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy to think about, right?
But the Sheen guys, the Sheen,
man, Martin Sheen. What a all-American classic when it comes to acting. Like even something like a 1973 made-for-TV movie like this one. Like he really just kind of is running on all cylinders. You know, excuse the pun and everything. You know.
Yeah. Took a page out of the Bad Boy book, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Dean's book, Brando's book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this movie does kind of feel like it has a real classic kind of Americana vibe to it, you know? I mean, I guess this happens maybe in the... it's time appropriate. It's in the 70s and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
The movie was made in the 70s. The actual storyline is 1958.
Oh, it's in the 50s.
Yeah,
okay.
It takes place in the 50s.
Okay.
And, you know, yeah, man, this is something I don't think I was aware of before Robert talked about it. You've brought it up before, at least a few years ago, like, yeah, we got to watch this, The California Kid.
Yeah.
And, you know, Martin Sheen, of course, you know, as we mentioned, that's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
Yeah, basically, I just wanted to show you his free range of acting and his kind of take off of Dean, too.
The Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been one to show a really remarkable amount of range on screen and everything. And even in this little made-for-TV movie, I think it was on ABC, right?
Yeah, this is ABC.
It's an ABC movie. And, I mean, not only is he really running on all cylinders, but also Nick Nolte, who's the other really notable actor that I believe this isn't his debut, I don't think. But, I mean, yeah, he plays the... He plays the head of the junkyard, right? The junkyard owner?
Buzz Stafford.
Buzz Stafford? Yeah.
These guys are coming out of being these guys, a lot of this is like an opportunity for them. I mean, they really weren't getting parts back then either.
Oh, no, not at all.
Especially Martin Sheen with his real name and everything. He had to change it, right?
Yes. One thing I do want to bring up about Martin Sheen's character, too, before we move on is he's actually a Giga Chad in this movie, isn't he? Because, I mean, this dude comes from out of nowhere, shows up, you know, gets the girl, chases the sheriff that's been mass murdering people, refuses to elaborate, and leaves.
Absolutely, man. I mean...
That sounds like me.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean... It's like he just comes in and he romances the local diner waitress, which is pretty much a time-honored tradition with these types of movies. He does his business avenging his brother, and then he just heads out.
waves her goodbye and beats the sheriff at his own game. I got to admire what he did here because, you got the sheriff that's chasing people off the road that are speeding and causing death. And I think it's kind of ingenious the way he brings him down because, I mean... at first I was like, well, he did it, in a way without committing a crime. Well, I mean, I guess he was speeding and shit, but he did it in a way that doesn't connect him to cold-blooded murder, right? It's like he made the sheriff, he beat him at his own game once again, and he made him fall off the cliff. I mean, it's kind of brilliant, and it's cool too because he does connect with Nick Nolte's character in that sense because he wants to get revenge, because his younger brother also gets killed through these shenanigans, and he's kind of like, wait, hold on. Let's do this the right way. And
yeah, it's really interesting to see this build-up that Martin Sheen's character actually goes through throughout this movie, leading up to that final confrontation with Sheriff Roy. I mean, you see him like really kind of calculating the curve and everything.
Cool. Yeah,
just really analyzing the actual curve, like seeing if his suspension needs to be tweaked and everything, which he does end up doing, right, Robert?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, like he ends up like lowering it, right?
Lowering it and possibly camering it.
Yeah.
Making the tires like wider. That way it can grab the road.
Exactly. And he really needs it to really hug that curb properly, right?
Hug that turn because the problem was spinning out at that turn.
Yeah, exactly.
And just modifying his car along the way in order to make this happen. It's all building up to this cool, mysterious guy. Yeah. The girl comes to him. I mean, he's Ron the Hitman, right? Right, Robert?
Mr. Cool.
Our new persona.
Mr. Hitman. Yeah, he's basically Ryan Gosling.
So, yeah, guys, by the way, my new persona is Ron the Hitman / Ryan Gosling from The Fall Guy. I've evolved from Ryan Gosling from Barbie. I'm Ryan Gosling from The Fall Guy / Ron the Hitman from Hitman 2023.
And I have evolved from Alan from the Barbie movie to Alan from Smiling Friends. Make of that what you will.
I am still...
Yeah, that's right. I don't know.
Oh my God, I love that for you, Bo.
I know, right? That is totally me.
And I'm still 2011's Ryan Gosling from Drive.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Yeah, you're still, the scorpion and the frog and everything.
Well,
yeah.
Every man needs his Ryan Gosling, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
But that archetype kind of really starts here, right? I mean, the Drive Ryan Gosling.
No. Here's my Ryan Gosling. My Ryan Gosling is Lars and the Real Girl.
I'm the Notebook and the Drive, so
there you go. There you go.
I can get gay with the Notebook if you want me to.
There you go, bro.
I mean, as long as none of us are cuck Ryan Gosling, right?
I mean, yeah. I've actually built a house like the Notebook. I mean, I am Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, ask Rachel McAdams to marry me.
Hell yeah, but yeah, Sheriff Roy in this movie is kind of an interesting character. I remember one of the YouTube videos was saying that he's pretty much playing the same character he did in what's that one car movie that it has the dude's name in it and the girl's name in it and everything.
Oh yeah. Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry?
Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. You are.
I love that film.
Yeah. I guess he plays a similar character in that movie, and he kind of brings that same aura to this movie as well. The cocky, smug, small-time sheriff and everything, and basically, he's the one that's heading up this whole racket that they've got going, which we're going to get into here. Like, that shit pisses me off, dude. But, I mean, he has this whole ass racket going on. He's pretty much the enforcer of this racket, and as such, he's pretty much killing people and just letting the town reap the financial benefits from it.
And doesn't he kind of have a reason for that? Like his family was killed as a result of auto accident or something.
But no, there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, dude. There are a lot of cops like that in small towns. It's kind of an archetype for a reason.
Yeah.
Or a stereotype, I would even say,
And people got their reasons, right?
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I just like his character because, I mean, he's so smug, but he's also very, very suspicious of Martin Sheen, and he's just, I mean, he knows what's up. And he knows what this is building up to and everything. He's not completely unaware of what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
You know?
As soon as he matches the last name to the brother, then he's like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. He's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Now I know what he's here for. And especially when he sees him over in the junkyard and he finds his brother's car and everything. And he's just, what are you doing over there, boy? Yeah, there's that whole little...
I was just looking.
I was just looking.
Maybe I want to buy something.
Yeah, maybe I just want to buy a junker car. It's like, I
was looking for a hubcap for a 77 Chevy. Let me know if you have one.
Yeah. But yeah, how about the waitress at the diner? She's a fucking interesting character, and we have a little moment where Martin Sheen shares a night with her, and we get into her backstory, where apparently she's kind of herself somebody who drifted through. And,
she was wanting him. She just couldn't say it in so many words, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Exactly.
He left an impression, though, yeah.
He definitely left an impression on her. And, he ends up driving off into the sunset and waving to her, and that's pretty much it.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like me in Texas Sundown.
Exactly. Just like Robert Ortegon's Texas Sundown, now on Collateral Cinema's YouTube channel. Check it out.
Yeah, and he left me behind, or my corpse.
Oh yeah, he left you behind.
Damn it. You're just madder now.
Damn it. Yeah, you're just gonna haunt him from the afterlife.
I didn't cremate you. I buried your body. That way we can bring you back.
What Pet Cemetery style?
Supernatural style.
Oh my God.
You know, he's got to help me hunt demons and angels. You know.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, man. There you go.
Texas Sundown 2. That's what's happening, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to at least film the beginning. I have somewhat of an idea of how it's supposed to go.
Texas Sundown 2, Bandera Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm. What if?
Texas
Okay.
Blood Money.
Yeah. What if we kind of do something similar to the California Kid? Think about it, okay?
That's what I did for the first one. Yeah.
But if you think about this from this angle, though, you've got to avenge my death, right?
There you go. Okay.
So you come into this town, and let's set off some auto accidents to take care of.
Yeah, my character, because of your death, he's going to have a lot of repressed memories and still dealing with the fact.
We're gonna have to
still dealing with your death.
We're gonna have to kill your brother.
And then maybe my character can just kind of be in the shadows, just kind of watching over everything, just like I
was actually gonna make a different boss too.
Interesting.
Like I wanted that Vinny from 24-Hour Fitness.
Oh yeah, dude, he would make a great fucking boss character. Actually,
he's got that Italian hair too.
I got it. Okay, so you start off killing the rent-a-cop that Jesse plays, right? Because he's the guy that killed me, right? But then you find out that there's a conspiracy. Bo's character actually ordered the hit. Bo called us in, and that's how the cops were onto us. So then you got to go after Bo. But Bo's like this badass that's hard to find.
Oh shit!
Like right at the end,
Don't spoil us yet.
Everybody, you're getting an exclusive reading of Texas Sundown 2 on the California Kid.
Oh, he's just making shit up. Okay, let's hear it then.
I'm an FBI informant.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, you're the one that actually informed.
So this is basically just like we're just writing the script now.
I'd never been caught. That's why I'm an informant.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, no, here we go. So he comes after your character. You think he's coming after your character because you're the one that called the shot, only for you to confess that you were told from someone else. You have a boss that told you, but you don't know who he is.
Okay.
Only for Robert to reveal that he is the boss, and he's killing you to tie up loose ends.
Oh, shit. Wow. There you go.
Boom. Absolute cinema.
Now, once again, this is all speculative, people. But I mean...
This is all Hammer Space stuff. I don't know.
Exactly. But anyway, back to the California Kid.
Yeah, back to the movie we're actually talking about. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about just the speed trap itself and how absolutely infuriating it is. Because early on in the movie, after Martin Sheen is pulled over by the Sheriff Roy and he's taken to court, it's like we see a couple of other people in this courtroom. We see like a more... kind of a more bougie, older couple. Like the husband, like he's really uppity and angry, and he's just like, this is a bunch of bull crap. They charge him. The judge charges him $100 right off the bat, and then one of the locals comes up and he only gets $12. Yeah. Only gets $12, and then Martin Sheen gets $50. Now in 1950s dollars, we're talking about some pretty serious cash. $50 and $100 is no small thing right there, And
remember, he told them like your odometer is clocking like 5 miles over.
Exactly.
Because of your overtired. Your tires are too big.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's just...
That's actually true.
Yeah, that is a thing that can happen if you put oversized tires on your car, right?
I had a truck that did that same shit.
Exactly.
And it was always 5 miles under, so I had to drive 5 miles over just to make sure.
What the fuck?
Just looking at the needle and looking at my phone.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
so you had to calculate it and figure out what was going on with it?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, my speedometer, it's not right.
Yeah, but then going back to the speed trap, like then after everything is said and done, is everybody is just like I plead guilty and everything. Like even the husband, he calls his lawyer and his lawyer's just like just pay the money, just pay the money and get the fuck out of there. And after that, then they have to get back to their cars, and that's where the taxi scam comes in, where instead of going by meters, it goes by some type of convoluted zoning system. It's like, I mean, how does he
Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3.
How does he explain it? It's like $1 just to start the car, and then $1 to get to Zone A, and then if you have to get to Zone B and get through Zone A, you have to pay $1 to get through Zone A or something like that. It's like some convoluted nonsense, and it's like, oh my God. It's like, can you imagine what that would be in today's dollars? It's like that would probably be about $50.
Imagine having to do that every day, though.
Oh my God.
And they're just waiting for you, bro, and you're on your last dollar.
That fucking sucks, man. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's like that's infuriating. And that's the first thing that pissed me off is just like, dear God, man. It's like, are we really doing this?
To the working people that don't have any money either.
Yeah. Or even just hapless people who just happen to come through this goddamn. It's Clarksburg, right?
Clarksburg, yeah.
Clarksburg is like they come through this random podunk town, get pulled over by the fucking cops, and then they go through all this hassle, and it's like, okay, so what happens if you're not able to pay the bill? I guess you're just stuck in jail or something, or you're just stuck in town until. Like what? You can get some odd jobs to do to make some money or something? Like
it's a good question.
It's entrapment, bro. Yeah.
It is. It's entrapment practically.
It's entrapment, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
It's like Bandera or Helotes.
Exactly. Like yeah. We have our speed traps here in Texas locally. We do. And
entrapment.
And those are absolutely infuriating in their own right.
And they're right outside the bars.
They're incredibly infuriating.
That's why I'm saying we could pull a similar story at Texas Sundown too. We got it. It's almost like the foundation is laid for us.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude.
You're right. I mean, I did credit my character off of this dude in Badlands too.
Yeah, which is another Martin Sheen movie.
Yeah, we launched him to the top.
Yeah, Terrence Malick flick.
So this is 1974. Where is Martin Sheen at in his filmography? Like what's he got under his belt by this point?
Mostly television and Broadway.
Yeah.
So this is an up and coming.
Yeah,
Martin Sheen.
He's an up and coming actor.
Rising star.
His first movie would have to be Badlands, but he started in other films.
By the way, we didn't even mention this, but the younger brother that he's avenging is actually
his actual brother.
His actual brother, Joe Estevez.
No shit. That is Chris Emilio Estevez's father.
And Martin Sheen's actual brother. So
that's awesome.
Kind of cool, right?
Hell yeah, that is cool. To be honest, hell yeah, dude.
Man, wouldn't it be cool to be at a family of actors?
Yeah, I mean, it's a family business.
One day, that's something we can pass on to our kids. Well, I mean, my kids, my kid. I don't plan on having more. Robert, I don't know, man.
Your kid's already she's already a natural.
She is a natural. She should go into acting. I'm gonna support that.
Especially her faces.
But and Robert, maybe one day there is a little Robert down the road. It's not too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little grease for myself.
Exactly, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you gotta. The family of actors is always a cool thing to see, and the Sheens / Estevezes are no exception. But yeah, Martin Sheen here, like I said, he's the Giga Chad, man. He's got everything calculated. He's knows what he's got to do. He Pops, shows up to the courthouse and just pays the fee, the $50. I don't know how much that would be accounted for inflation now, but I feel like it's a lot. The other guy, he was trying to get out of it, and then his lawyer was just like, nope, you got to pay it.
Yeah, it's a lot. Nixon's the one that messed up the dollar exchange, so thank you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right, am I mixing up this and my cousin Vinny?
Who knows, man? Maybe.
Oh, that was a weird town too, man. Podunk town, right?
It was, right?
It's like Children of the
But
Mm.
Corn.
Marissa Tomei, God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, shit, she won an Oscar for that.
They're looking
Deserved.
all Yankee. Yeah, that voice of hers, man, she went all out.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not very easy to do. That's pretty awesome. She was channeling that for a while, right?
That's a movie we should talk about, definitely.
Ace Attorney, My Cousin Vinny. Sorry.
Ace Attorney. But yeah, man, the California Kid. I mean, what else is there to say about this?
The car, man.
The car. Yeah, Robert, have we talked about the car?
Not in detail, really, right?
Let's talk about the car, Robert. Tell us.
Both cars. Okay.
We got to do our car breakdown, right?
Everybody wants to hear that, right? What it's got.
The car, also known as the California Kid, right?
Yeah.
What is that, a 1934 Ford?
Yeah, it's a 34 Ford. I originally thought it was a 32 Deuce Coupe. They kind of look similar. It's just that third window in the back.
Yeah.
It's a great hot rod car, man, for any collector, actually. I would want to have one in my collection.
Right there next to the DeLorean.
DeLorean. My idea was to have like one of everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
At least
exactly.
one of everything. But no, the car, it's a 302 V8 with a 2-barrel Holly carb, which was later switched out for a 4-barrel Holly. And modified tuned and adjustable suspension.
Wow. Hell yeah, dude.
Which
Hell fucking yeah.
the adjustable
hell
suspension
yeah.
makes it a lot faster though, right? Like
Yeah. It seems like it would.
And I mean, the paint job with the flames and the name of the car and the movie written on the car, like, so you know.
it's just science. So aerodynamics, when you drop it lower, it's gonna get rid of that traction, the wheel hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what this car has. It's got wheel hop. That's why he spun out.
Okay.
This
okay.
car being the sheriff's car?
Yeah, and the Plymouth Belvedere. There weren't too many options back then for police cruisers.
That's
Yeah,
a 1957 model, right? Or at least Wikipedia says so.
57 Plymouth Belvedere. Those are just too boaty, man. They
They really do look like they have a really wide frame to them, and you really have to just kind of really struggle with the steering and everything.
yeah, some people can
Yeah.
do that. Like I've driven a car that was a Ford LTD. It was like a 76,
Yeah.
and it was as wide like that.
Fuck.
So
But it had the Mustang motor in it though too.
do you think that's what led to the sheriff's downfall?
Yeah,
That steering issue?
yeah, and
Probably.
Like I was telling Bo, it was driving beyond your capabilities. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And yeah, if his car would have been lower and it didn't have the wheel hop where he lost traction, that's how he spun out.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of car that a police officer or a sheriff especially would actually use?
At that time, yeah, Plymouth and Dodge were pretty popular.
And I mean, if the film takes place in 1958, it's a 1957 car, so it was pretty new. So, I mean, I guess they spare no expense to give, the sheriff a good car, but or a new car, but
Dual carbs on that one. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a big ass 301 or 315.
But-
Those motors were there was like 3 motors for that year though.
Yeah.
and there's a 1955 Mercury too, right? That the younger brother of the auto mechanic uses.
Oh, the Mercury. Damn, I like Mercuries.
Nick Nolte's brother, played by Gary Morgan.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that he uses some of the cars from Rebel, like, and what was it? The Badlands. His car in that was the 49 Ford Mercury.
Yeah.
That was James Dean's car in Rebel.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things he uses that are in there that are like James Dean.
There's a rich history here. I mean, I know you were saying earlier something about how Martin Sheen's performance kind of can go back to Dean
Dean, yeah.
here. Some fun facts here pulled from the Wikipedia page, so take it with a grain of salt. But according to producer Howie Horwitz, 2 shots in the film required stunt drivers to remain in cars as they drove off roads and down slope. Also, cinematographer Terry Mead said that one of the shots was planned with a cameraman below the road, and that Mead swapped him out for a remotely controlled camera, which was destroyed by the stunt car.
Oh, okay.
Some production facts to throw in there.
Interesting.
It's
no kidding.
Just about the only information on Wikipedia that you can see about this film. That's what I love about these kinds of movies, is this like obscure shit that's like you can't really find a whole lot about it. I mean, we had to struggle to, I think, even find like reviews on YouTube. I think maybe there were only a couple, and some other, like car enthusiast and California shooting enthusiast type videos. I was struggling to find anything even on like Reddit about this.
Yeah, not many people have seen this.
Actually, I saw a post about the Wraith, and then someone in that thread talked about how this film was pretty similar to the Wraith.
Yeah, certainly.
Which is something that we pointed out.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they're very similar movies. I mean, fundamentally speaking, like we referenced earlier.
You kind of wonder if there's if there was some inspiration there.
If it was maybe even almost like a sci-fi horror remake
dude,
of it,
What's funny is that Charlie Sheen thinks The Wraith is the worst movie he ever did too.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people like it though.
Who cares what Charlie Sheen thinks? He's a creep, right?
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Screw that guy.
He can make some good movies though, but no.
He can.
Nowadays he's lucky to get what he has.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Seriously.
I don't know if there's any dirt on Martin, but I've always respected him as an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, Badlands and this, when I see him now, I for some reason, I always get reminded of him being Uncle Ben in The Amazing Spider-Man, which is something we're going to cover next season, by the way. You heard it here first.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, he's a good man. And dude, he had a full family before he got famous. He stuck in there.
Yeah, he really did.
He stuck in there, man.
You're not wrong.
Fought, and man, what a trooper though.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, guys.
To struggle with a new family and, a career that's almost not going anywhere, right?
Yeah. And then he starts getting roles like this. You know, he starts getting these.
He didn't get big till his 30s.
Yeah. And he ended up kind of establishing a Hollywood dynasty.
Yeah. Amazing. One of the guys that went from nothing to the top too, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, he was 34 here, and you said, Robert, that he really hadn't even come into his career at this point yet, mostly just some TV shit.
TV
like this.
Small parts in movies, but what really launched him was Badlands,
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, like you said, actually, Badlands was 1973.
Yeah.
So this was right before that, but I mean, that was kind of the first like big role. I mean, he's still kind of, throwing himself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I saw that, I'd be like, no, I want this guy in my movies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he just kind of has that old school Hollywood style to him, but also kind of still very contemporaneous to, the style of acting that was coming up in the 70s and everything,
Yeah.
I mean that was around the time, like the new Hollywood stuff was coming
That's true.
out and everything, like you were starting to get like the auteur directors and the really high prestige actors and everything.
A whole new wave of acting.
Yeah. Like your Nicholsons, your Walkens, your De Niro's, Pacino.
Man, and homie is still at it. Just last year, he had a starring role in Lost and Found in Cleveland.
Hell yeah, man.
The lead role. Yeah, man. So, the Sheen, he's still at it. Like you said, I mean, you see this guy's face and you're like, I
know who that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
We're painting the kitchen after school today.
Oh my God.
Wrong Uncle Ben.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, damn it, Robert.
Sorry. Oh, they're both.
How can you do the wrong Uncle Ben?
They're both still Uncle Ben.
It's funny that when I see him, I think of Uncle Ben because that's probably like the last thing you should think of Martin Sheen in. I mean, there's so much else that should come to mind, but
like Spawn and what else?
Yeah, Spawn.
The Dead Zone.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What else? Apocalypse Now was great, right?
Oh, of course. Apocalypse Now. Shit. I mean,
fantastic movie.
What can you say?
Brilliant movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what's that film that he goes with the girl and that is Badlands, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Badlands.
Just as basic.
What's the then what is the movie where he has I think is that him? Is that Martin Sheen where he has a male partner and they also go on a killing spree?
Oh shit.
That's Charlie Sheen in with Maxwell Caulfield.
Oh, okay.
Wrong Sheen.
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
No, it was a movie you and I watched together.
The Bad Boys or something. Yeah, it's Maxwell Caulfield as his co-star.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Oh, well, hell yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But anyway.
The Boys Next Door.
The Boys Next Door.
Close.
All right.
Wrong Sheen, though. Okay, yeah, you're right. That was Charlie Sheen.
God damn it.
I was thinking Sheen in my head.
How are we mixing up the Sheens, guys? What the hell?
Well, it's almost 3 o'clock at night, and
yeah, that's true.
There may or may not be illicit substances involved, which
yeah.
They kind of look the same at a younger age.
Of course, yeah, they do. You're not wrong.
There's a speed trap in Clarksburg where no one outruns the law. Until the California Kid comes to town.
I want you to know I know who you are, what you're doing here.
Vic Morrow, Martin Sheen. A duel to the death with the California Kid.
Another thing that I wanted to talk about was the soundtrack to this movie. This is some hokey ass shit.
Oh man, yeah.
But it's kind of what makes it really feel like a TV, made for TV movie.
Yeah.
Because it has that kind of hokey, kind of its time.
Dukes of Hazzard vibe or
Dukes
something.
of Hazzard vibe. Yeah, it's very Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
If you really get down to it.
And I was telling you about, I was like, this is going to be another one of those that you're going to have a hard time finding anything on YouTube for, but I sent you something to the group chat and I pinned it.
Ooh, okay.
By using the composer's name in a YouTube search, which was...
sorry.
That's Lucci De Jesus. So...
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. Well, we'll at least have something to kind of give you guys that feeling. Because, yeah, like you said, I mean, that soundtrack really kind of sells the concept, right?
It really does, I mean, and it really tries to go for, what was at that time, the real small town, feel. Especially, at that time you had like all the truckers stuff. You had like Smokey and the Bandit. It kind of had that real like dirty rebel country vibe to it,
Yeah.
So, I mean, this right here, it's kind of similar to that vein. And
Sure.
And I don't know, I kind of can't help but kind of low-key love it a little bit, because it's just, I mean, it just adds just that extra level of 70s cheese to something that, I mean, if it was scored any other way, this would actually be a much more serious movie, I would say.
Hollywood scoring, yeah.
Yeah, if it has some more Hollywood scoring, but this is very much, television scoring from the 70s, which had its own real vibe to it. And everything. So,
in a way, yeah, we're kind of discovering this movie because they didn't release it on DVD until like 2018.
Yeah. It took a while for this to come out. And it was a cult classic for many years, right?
Yeah, and just thank God it wasn't lost on television, right? Like,
yeah, and there was also enough material on YouTube with it, and you could watch the full movie on YouTube.
The trailer too for the what is it, like a Saturday morning special or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Those were the best times, man. People waited for those, right?
Yeah, the after school specials. Yeah, remember we watched quite a few of them.
We did. We couldn't stop watching them. Right?
No, they were hilarious. I mean, my God. What was one of them? It's like, what if my son is gay or something like that?
Yeah,
like, what was that?
My dude went punk, or my kid went punk.
My kid went punk. And he's like playing, he's not even playing punk music. It's like Joy Division or something.
He's a mall punk.
It's popular with the kids.
It's popular with the kids, man.
The kids love him.
The kids love it. I mean, shit.
He was just trying to get into McDonald's, I don't know.
I know, right?
He looked like a clown though, right? I don't know.
My kid is punk and my baby is black.
That's the original Johnny Storm though, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my God. But let's talk about this final scene where Martin Sheen gets one over on the sheriff. I mean, like we said, we've had this build up this whole movie. I mean, the sheriff has his suspicions. I mean, pretty much everybody in town is enamored by by the California kid in his vehicle and everything,
and his car.
I mean, even the local youngins, they're enthralled by him, and they kind of take to him very easily.
I mean, he lets that one kid drive his car without a license, with a learner's permit. That's some fucking trust right there. I don't know, man.
Luigi Mangione, I wouldn't let him drive it.
Luigi Mangione, oh my God.
No, but yeah, you're 34. Hot rod, man. I wouldn't let anybody just drive that thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. I mean... and I'm not really sure what insurance was like in the 50s or if they even had it at that time. But
that kid's not going to cover the cost.
No, he couldn't cover the cost if he fucked that thing up. It's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, that better be around the block and back, right?
Like, bro, you better put your baby toe on that thing.
Yeah, but we get back to this scene where he comes and he says goodbye to the waitress at the diner, and gives her a kiss and everything. Then moves on, and he pretty much squares up with with Sheriff Roy. It's maybe a little ways away from the Dead Man's Curve, and I really like the pacing of this whole scene. The
build up,
the build up and everything. Like they first they just look at each other, just like okay, let's do this. And then they're going. And then it's like the sheriff decides to try his favorite little maneuver. I guess it's some kind of pit maneuver that he has like this these special bars on his bumper for.
Yeah.
But I mean, since Martin Sheen had spent pretty much the entire movie calculating this curve, calculating, exactly what it would take to, kind of overtake the sheriff's vehicle and everything. And it finally culminates into coming to that one curve, and finally the sheriff eats it just like he did to Martin Sheen's brother, and just like he did to that girl and the Luigi Mangione dude. It's like
Luigi Mangione.
He just. Yeah. I mean, it's a very satisfying end to his reign of terror.
Yeah, it's like just desserts, right?
I mean, one thing I do wish, though, is that I wish the judge could have had some kind of comeuppance in the end, because he was also very much benefiting off this racket.
Yeah,
he was part of it.
It feels like it's a character that, while this is all going on, something that Martin Sheen could have cooked up to happen while he's taking care of the sheriff could happen to the judge also, where he gets fucked over and sent to jail or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I kind of wish something like that would have happened. And I mean, even the other deputy, I don't think the other deputy is really,
No, he's a good cop. Yeah.
He's probably the only good cop there.
The only good cop is a dead cop.
The only good cop is a dead cop,
that's
of
very
course.
True.
Yeah. ACAB and all that. But
as good as a cop can be, can we say that?
As good as a cop can be, yeah. He's not Gumshoe level.
It's like
but
it's like Smokey and the Bandit cop, right? Just
pretty
asshole,
much
Jackie Gleason dude.
Yeah, asshole Jackie Gleason type.
Oh, and the Bandit hadn't even come out yet,
so yeah, we already have kind of the archetype for Smokey and the Bandit in these types of movies, and I mean Smokey and the Bandit is pretty much what kind of perfected this type of movie.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
Or the Gone in 60 Seconds movie. And
Gone in 60 Seconds, but
Vanishing Point. Sorry.
But I would say, as far as 70s car culture is concerned, like Smokey and the Bandit is what really captured 70s car culture entirely at that time.
It brought up the sales in Trans Am.
Exactly.
One movie did that.
It did.
Insane.
It's fucking crazy, man. And I mean, it's
Burt Reynolds, man.
Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds is like, what can you say? It's like this movie kind of really is part of that whole 70s car zeitgeist,
Mm-hmm.
They had better cars in the 70s.
They had better cars. That was when, muscle cars were muscle cars,
Cars, yeah.
It was just like, hell yeah, brother.
Gas was cheap. Muscle cars were affordable too.
They were affordable and plentiful. And they'd get you the babes.
Yeah, honestly, what you got on the racetrack, that's what you got on the showroom floor.
Exactly.
So it was amazing.
It really was, man.
It kind of makes this movie something that really only exists in this time,
Exactly. Yeah.
True.
It's like same thing with like Hooper. Same thing, with that sort of part of everything.
Part of me wondered about what would like a modern day remake of something like this look like? Because I mean, coming from like an obscure TV movie, it sounds like an interesting concept. But the more I think about it, the more that this film just kind of exists as itself, even though it doesn't take place in the 70s, it takes place in a different time than when it was filmed. I mean, that 70s vibe kind of permeates.
It does.
It does.
The
definitely.
whole picture, you know? Yeah. It's like, yeah. I mean, if you were going to remake this, it would have to be a completely different story that kind of, did its own thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is something I would honestly recommend people, who are car enthusiasts, or appreciate this type of film, or if you like Martin Sheen, go check this out. This kind of thing, I feel like a lot of people growing up, in the 70s probably saw on TV, and, maybe they don't know the name of it. Maybe it's just something that could just awaken in their memories one day. Like, oh yeah, I did see a movie with Martin Sheen, going against a sheriff in a speed trap town,
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, not a lot of people have seen Martin Sheen's earlier work, though. That's what I've noticed. Like, even the older people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, this movie came out the same year my parents were born, so I wonder how many of our actual listeners would actually fall into that category of people who have seen this before. But it's kind of a nice trip into the past, really. Both into the 70s and the 50s in a way.
Nostalgia tripping it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to see what people were thinking 20 years on from the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot had changed up to that point,
How nobody needed a cell phone. They were fine, right?
Well, it was a different time.
And it's just got a level of authenticity and sincerity to it, really,
Yeah. Yeah, and once again, that's got a lot going for it for a made-for-TV movie, which actually had, it actually had a pretty, managed to get a pretty good little cast together and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess we should go ahead and start getting into final thoughts, right? Let's go ahead and get into it. Robert, since this was a movie that you picked, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Okay. My final thoughts. What would you like to know?
Oh, all kinds of things. Okay. Everything.
Me too. Just we don't have enough time though. This movie, when I first saw it, I would just me, a car enthusiast. I need to find out the latest stuff I hadn't seen or old stuff I'm rediscovering. I found this on YouTube when I was watching older movies like Born to Run, Born to Race. That's how I found Born to Run.
Yeah,
nice.
Without that,
that's what's up, bro.
Thank God.
We're watching this on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube if you're wondering.
I would stay up for nights watching these, and this one's got a soft spot for me because it reminds me of Rebel Without a Cause and some of Dean's work. And how I don't know how Martin Sheen portrays kind of like the Jim Stark character from Rebel.
Yeah,
and I think he hit it out of the park when he got ahead. That Badlands movie is freaking bad.
It really is. I mean, Malick really got a lot of mileage out of Martin Sheen in that movie. He really did.
His free range of acting, and he's also from. He also did acting in New York.
Yeah,
so that's how he can do that too. But
wow,
this movie holds a soft spot in my heart because I instantly liked it when I first saw it. I mean, what's to say? Drag racing movie, right?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, right.
Cars,
exactly.
Women.
Cars, women.
Fast cars.
Greasers.
Fast women. Greases.
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Fucking skeevy cops.
Skeevy cop. The skeevy town.
It's got fucking everything, bro. It's
got it all, bro.
It's got a little bit of everything, bro.
Yeah, it's got rebellious all over it.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
All right, Ash, how about your final thoughts?
Well, first off, can I say I'd Michelle her Phillips.
Oh, God damn it. Why is this a meme in our podcast now?
Because it is, Bo, and I haven't referenced it enough on the actual podcast. I gotta throw it out there for our fans, our listeners on the Collateral Media group.
Oh, God damn it!
Because
Jesus Christ,
or since we're letting the girls come to us, like Martin Sheen, I'd let her Martin my Sheen.
Oh my God!
For that matter, I'd Martin his Sheen actually.
I think he's the same.
Just saying.
I think he's as tall as James. Dude.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, he looks pretty good. I mean,
or he could Sheen mine Martin or something. But I feel like Martin Sheen would be a top. He's definitely explored.
Well, it's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood. He probably was.
It's Hollywood, you know. It's like
what can you say?
What did Tom Hardy say? You know, of course I've had gay sex. I'm an actor.
How else do I get parts, bro?
The California Kid. Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, like I said, I think this was a nice blast from the past. If we have any listeners that grew up watching this in the 70s, you know, maybe we, awoke something in your memory that you repressed. You know, there's that Martin Sheen movie that we watched, that just came on TV one day. Hey, maybe somebody's listening saw it on a rerun. And yeah, man, it's, I could definitely see this as being like if someone was doing like a Martin Sheen marathon, this is probably played.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can find it on YouTube. Like I said, if you're a car enthusiast, Martin Sheen fan, or if anything that we've said in this podcast sounds like this movie might appeal to you, I would check it out. And once more, I really enjoy the opportunity to talk about these kind of, obscure made-for-TV movies. Again, it's not the type of episode that I think a lot of people will look at and be like, yeah, I really need to go check that out. But I think, our loyal listeners will have an interesting time listening to us talk about it. I know I had a good time talking about it. And what else can I say, man? It's a good car movie.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And I'm not a car enthusiast myself, but I can appreciate that. And, that's a pretty cool fucking car. Pretty fucking sick, man.
It really is, man. It really is. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, this is just a great little piece of 70s television Americana, you know? It's pure Americana. I mean, we got the fast cars, we got the diner with the waitress that you romance and everything. You got you got the cop the corrupt cop that's coming after the main character. Like, I mean, you have tragedies unfolding. You have a badass car.
Alliances are made.
Badass
car.
Exactly. Yeah. Friendships are made. Friends are lost.
Family,
bro.
Brothers.
It is about family,
exactly.
isn't it?
It's very much about family.
Brothers.
And but I mean, it's also kind of a classic tale of just wanting to take revenge on somebody who took someone away from you.
There you go.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, Martin Sheen's character is very much kind of a he's a tragic figure in this movie.
Basically an Avenger. Yeah.
Basically an Avenger and everything, But I mean, it's still like a really cool little time capsule of what was on TV in the 70s. I mean, nowadays when people think of made-for-TV movies, they're usually thinking of stuff like, Hallmark movies nowadays, I mean, now Netflix is kind of getting into the Hallmark movie type of thing.
Yeah.
And that has its own kind of connotation, its own kind of, tropes and whatnot.
Sci-fi's got their made-for-TV.
Yeah, same thing. Sci-fi's got their made-for-TV thing. But I mean, this right here, it's like, this is just how they made those types of movies in the 70s, It's like, and for every one of these that eventually kind of comes to the top and people kind of remember a little more, it's like, there's probably another 2 or 3 that are probably lost, that they'll probably never see the light of day unless somebody just happens to have a recording and they put it on YouTube, So I mean, I'm glad that this movie is on YouTube. It's in a good quality as well. It's not like a pan and scan. It's actual DVD Blu-ray quality.
Fucking cigarette burns everywhere.
I recommend checking this movie out if you have. It's not even a long movie. It's not even an hour and 30 minutes. So it's like, yeah, you won't have a hard time finding it, and it won't be a very long watch. Like you could watch this easily, like in an afternoon, and probably move on to watching something else in the meantime.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's of its time, but I mean, that's what gives it its charm.
Yeah, something I wanted to point out too with his acting is that I haven't seen something like that in a long time since like Austin Butler does that too, right?
Yeah, Austin Butler is probably the only one that kind of has that type of charisma.
That magic, involved. It's like magic, right? Turn it off and on.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Yeah, seriously.
Just that coolness, like, damn, it's a freaking art form.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Well, anyway, I guess that's going to do it for the California Kid. Good movie, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into the plugs. Ash, what's going on with Collateral Gaming right now?
I'm glad you asked, Bo. So by this time, I believe we should have out part 2 of our Super Metroid episode finally. Like Collateral Cinema, we're behind schedule. I think Collateral Cinema, we're like a month behind. I think Collateral Gaming, we may even be as much as like 2 months behind, but fuck it. We'll get it all out. So, Super Metroid. I'd like to do a game lunch episode on Avowed. When I say I'd like to do, that means that it's not a promise. But if we get around to it, I have been playing the game on Game Pass. I know Megan's excited about it, so we should have that out very soon. We definitely will be doing a game lunch episode on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Our guest host, Ian, a good friend of mine who has Ian Wilson, who has guested on the podcast before, wanted to join us for that, but he's going to be playing something else, actually, and be kind of busy around launch. So we're going to play it by ear. I told him we've got, at least up to a month, and we're behind anyway. So we'll get the Assassin's Creed Shadows episode out sometime this month of March or later. And actually, our planned February content was going to be Hogwarts Legacy. So we should have part 1 and part 2 of that out very soon, if not already. It's not going to be out already.
Yeah.
And whenever possible, I'd like to do a bonus round on Doom Eternal, since Doom the Dark Ages is coming out, and we did cover Doom 2016 earlier this season. So it kind of feels necessary, kind of go through, kind of like how we did with the Terrifier films, right?
There you go.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
We got to cover each of them in some way. And we did cover Terrifier 2 on a director's cut. So bonus round kind of sounds perfect for that. So also check out our collab with Collateral Cinema on the Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We wanted to do an At the Movies episode on it, but we were kind of late on getting the spoiler-free review out, but we still released it as a collab episode, and we were able to get into spoilers since it had been quite some time. So go check that out. And I think what we actually had planned for March was going to be Bushido Blade. So we'll have that out as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I need to start playing that because I wanted to be on that episode.
That was your pick.
Yeah, that's my pick. Bushido Blade is fucking awesome. I love that game.
I'm excited, man.
Hell
and we've got a lot more content to come. Both of our podcasts are sort of entering our winding down, I guess, phase. Yeah, we've still got a lot coming up. Switch 2 is coming out this year, so our schedule may or may not change regarding that, because we're definitely going to want to cover Metroid Prime 4 if it's a launch title or whatever does launch with the Switch 2, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, April 2nd is going to be the Switch... We're getting a direct that's going to have is expected to have some more news about the Switch 2, including, an official release date. So we'll actually definitely be talking about that, since we missed the opportunity to do a episode on the teaser. So I'd like to actually kind of do our live reactions if we can set that up. I've already taken the day off, so.
Excellent. Hell yeah. Fucking A.
So yeah, that's a lot of shit coming up for Collateral Gaming. Most of that at least should be out.
Yes. And as for Collateral Cinema, we should have our second anime episode out. We did an episode with the Retro Anime podcast, Ian and Lewis, and we talked about Ghost in the Shell, the classic 1995 anime, one of the most important films of the genre, and probably in cinema, and in animation. Yeah. So it's like, look for that. And
by this time, that'll be out.
By this time, that should be out. And then after this, we'll be doing the Doctor Who, what is it?
50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor.
The Day of the Doctor. Hell yeah.
Yeah, interestingly enough, there is a Doctor Who TV movie, and I considered it, but I've never seen it, and I've heard it's not very good. Maybe we can do it in a later season.
Yeah, maybe so.
50th anniversary special to me is really special. It's a big deal, not just like an episode, but it was kind of a big deal, and we've been watching some Doctor Who to prepare for it. I know I put Robert through a lot of it in Houston.
Yeah. I bet.
A lot of it.
Not only the prep episodes I had planned for us, but we actually started from the 2005 series with Christopher Eccleston, starting from episode 1 of that. So it's been good, man. I fucking love Doctor Who. It'll be another episode this season that I'll be autistically, I'll be spurging out on like with the Naruto episode.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. And we should be doing an Adult Swim edition of the director's cut coming up very soon, and that should be the first season of The Venture Brothers, which I really want to show you guys because I mean, it's an important show in Adult Swim.
Yeah,
you know?
I've seen the Christmas special. We talked about it on one of our Adult Swim holiday episodes.
Yep, exactly.
The holiday special,
Yep.
and I've seen a few other episodes here and there with you. So that series actually is one I'd really like to check out. It looks really fun.
Yeah, it was Adult Swim's first actual serialized show. You know, they just generally didn't do that sort of thing. You know, and they haven't done it up until Common Side Effects, which, like, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, watch Common Side Effects. That is an amazing show.
Yeah, but I've been seeing you're now watching posts. You've been watching a lot of Adult Swim.
And I'm really trying to check out all the new stuff that's coming out. You know, like oh my God, yes, and YOLO Rainbow Trinity. Woo!
I've even seen some anime stuff. I mean, even you know, the current One Piece episode and some old school Naruto.
And Sailor Moon. Fucking Sailor Moon. You gotta have some Sailor Moon, dude. Like fucking A. So yeah, look for that coming out very soon. And Ash, where can you find Collateral Cinema and Collateral Gaming on the socials and whatnot?
Well, we are on Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and nowhere else. Nowhere else, of course. There's no Dead Bird app or whatever.
No, there isn't.
And if there were, we're not on it.
Nope.
Just kidding. We're there for now. Unfortunately, I like to promote a lot of podcasts on there. So I've actually been at least trying to log in every few days and do podcast promos. And then I'm like, well, I need to make sure I have a few like gaming tweets on here too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, you can find us on the socials. I'm not as consistent as Bo, but Collateral Cinema has been doing actually really well. I noticed the other day we have a pretty big following on Blue Sky and Twitter. So that's been pretty cool. We appreciate all of our social media followers. I did recently rebrand our Facebook group Collateral Media Podcasts as Collateral Media, since we do more than podcasts. We have Let's Play content, short films, and other stuff in the works. So you can go find our de facto shitposting group Collateral Media on Facebook and engage in that with us. Really, I want you guys to engage and post yourselves
absolutely
on there. You can also find our podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Apple, Spotify, Google, you name it. If we're not somewhere, let us know so we can be there. And if we also do have a, speaking of Let's Plays, we do have Collateral Let's Play on YouTube on both the Collateral Cinema and Collateral Gaming YouTube channels. I try to release a Call of Duty Saturday bi-weekly, and at some point soon here we'll get back on the Phoenix Wright Wednesdays. I know we were talking about maybe recording those while I'm down here. It's kind of hard even to do that when I'm down here because I've got my kid and everything.
Of course.
There's only so many times I can come out, but
that's true. That's true.
We'll get something together very soon here, and hopefully, as promised, also release some more Let's Play content on both channels. And I believe actually we've been getting some love on YouTube on Collateral Cinema. We've been doing pretty well on there.
We have, we've been getting a few extra followers and actually getting a lot more views and everything than we're getting even on like our Podbean and whatnot.
That's about good things. I'm reading the comments. There's nothing but good things people have to say about us.
I mean, we have over 280,000 views on YouTube. So
I mean, I was going through our reviews on Apple Podcasts the other day, and we had a lot of good things. It honestly, it makes me happy to see that people, recognize what we're doing and enjoy. I from an inside perspective, it's hard for me to tell the quality of these podcasts and how well we jive together. But apparently, we've got good chemistry and we at least sound like we know our shit sometimes. So
at least some of the time, hopefully.
But leave us feedback on your platform of choice, preferably positive feedback, but you know what? Let us know how you really feel. And if you want to support the show, we do also have a Patreon, and we do have a Buy Me a Coffee, and of course our merch store on TeePublic. Very soon here, I'd like to actually order some TeePublic shit.
Oh yes, definitely.
I mean, I could definitely afford to. I've
Yeah. No kidding.
So yeah, man.
Me too.
Help support the show through one of those avenues. And yeah, give us some love. Let us know if you have any suggestions for the show. If you're a podcaster or cinephile, content creator, gamer, and you want, streamer or anything, and you want to, guest on, reach out to us. And yeah, we do take suggestions. I know our friend Sean Bateman has been suggesting several things for us to review, which very soon, I think we should bring back the director's cut and talk about.
Absolutely. Yeah. We should definitely talk about something like, Double Dragon or Fist of the North Star, the live action.
Fuck yeah.
Movies, yeah, we should the Guyver. He brought up the Guyver.
Hey, Sean, if you're listening, I know you love that pinball scene, man. You always talk about it.
Yeah, seriously.
And we love it too.
Yeah, no kidding. We definitely do.
Guyver. The Guyver. We watched the Guyver 2 in
the Guyver 2 is
Houston
right.
the other day, didn't we, Robert?
That's good shit. I love it.
Man, we were watching a lot of movies. I wish I'd posted more of them to the socials, on our Now Watching and stuff. Because yeah, we were having the time of our lives, man.
Nerding out. I almost moved to Houston. Yeah.
And now I'm lonely.
Damn it.
Or will be once I get back. But yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Anything else to add?
Nope. Well, with all of that said, I am Bo Maddox.
And I'm Robert Ortegon.
And I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And we are collectively the California Kid.
And fuck Donald Trump, fuck Elon Musk, and fuck Dakota Chancellor.
Ooh, damn. Laters. Collateral Cinema is a Collateral Media podcast. All music and movie clips are owned by the respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.